જે ઉત્પત્તિ સ્થિતિ લય કરે વેદો સ્તુતિ ઉચ્ચરે જેના રોમ સુછિદ્રમાં અણુસમા બ્રહ્માંડ કોટી ફરે માયા કાળ રવિ શશી સુરગણો આજ્ઞાન લોપે ક્ષણ એવા અક્ષરધામના અધિપતિ શ્રી સ્વામિનારાયણ જેની અમૃતવાણી તો વહી રહી સાક્ષાત મહિમા રૂપે જેની બ્રાહ્મી સ્થિતિ અહોલીન કરે સુભવ્ય અક્ષર પદે શરણાગત નિજ અલ્પ જીવ સહુના શ્રેયાર્થ તત્પર રહે કાકા સ્નેહલ સિંધુ દિવ્ય વિભુને હૈયો તો વંદન કરે સજાનંદ સ્વામી મહારાજની જય સર્વે ગુણાતીત સ્વરૂપોની જય 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 પ્રગટ બ્રહ્મ સ્વરૂપ કાકાજી મહારાજ પપ્પાજી મહારાજ સ્નેહલ સિંધુ દિવ્ય બંધુ શતાબ્દી પર્વ મહોત્સવની જય 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 પ્રગટ બ્રહ્મ સ્વરૂપ હરિપ્રસાદ સ્વામી મહારાજ આત્મીય યુવા જય 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 પ્રગટ બ્રહ્મ સ્વરૂપ જસભાઈ સાહેબ સર્વ સુરદમ પર્વ મહોત્સવની જય 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 सदगुरुदेव की जय 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 आज के आनंद की जय 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 सर्वे गुणातीत स्वरूपोनी जय 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 English yeah thank you brother. This year 2014 is bringing surprises every so often. We had celebrated 75th birthday of 3 Sadhak Bhaiyo in Mogri, and one of them, Dr. Sanat Bhai, passed away a couple of months ago. Then Praful Bhai passed away in Sahib's group. And then our Raju Bhai Bhatt also took a leave from this earth. And this year is really different year than the others. We know that, they are all getting to the age, and we have to, think of one day that we are all going to leave. But happening this in series, is something different, something unusual, થોડાક જ ટાઈમની અંદર 3 એવા આપણા સાધક ભાઈઓ ચાલી ગયા, એટલે એક અંતરદૃષ્ટિ થાય, પ્રાર્થના થાય. રાજુભાઈ, he was very much dedicated to Kakaji, and his parents and families, they were not supporting for him to become a sadhak, and still he worked out and became a sadhak. Kakaji had a lot of grace on him. And Rajubai came in America also from 1981, and 3-4 trips, he was here with us. And there are some pictures here, that we are seeing in America also. Rajubhai's journey in America and England and Europe. He was very low profile, low key person, and always was in the service of Kakaji to please Kakaji. And Kakaji was also knowing, that all his actions are focusing to please him. This is a very unique quality of a sadhak, that when a sadhak totally focuses on his master, that way all these energies are transferring to the sadhak from the master. Gunatitanand Swami's lifestyle, if we see, that he was totally focused on Swaminarayan Bhagavan, God. And after Swaminarayan Bhagavan's passing away, it was very difficult to accept Swaminarayan Bhagavan as the supreme God. Gunatitanand Swami made a very special recognition that he was also Anadi Mudakshar, and that he did it so much in the area of Junagadh where nobody wanted to even go there. Nobody wanted to stay there. And one time Raghuvirji Maharaj was going in a bullock cart, and the one bullock broke the leg, so could not go further. So these sevaks, the supporters of Raghuvirji Maharaj, came to Gunatitanand Swami saying that what can we do? So Gunatitanand Swami says, go to the town, nearby town, and just tell that we are belonging to Junagadh Mandir, Gunatitanand Swami, and can we borrow a bullock? So these sevaks, they went there and they asked a farmer, and they said that we are from Vadtal. Acharyaji Raghuvirji Maharaj, Swaminarayan Bhagavan's Acharya, needs one bullock. Can you please give us? And that farmer says, I'm busy, I don't have spare bullocks, please go. So then those devotees remembered that Gunatitanand Swami has said to mention his name. So they say that Gunatitanand Swami is also with them from Junagadh, and he has requested you to help. And the moment he heard the name of Gunatitanand Swami, oh, that sadhu, not only that I will give my bullock, but I'll come with you to help you. And he came with the bullocks, with his cart, and where he met Gunatitanand Swami and Raghuvirji Maharaj, then that devotee explained, to Gunatitanand Swami and Raghuvirji Maharaj that this is what happened. First he said no. But now, when he heard your name, he has given. So he had 2 bullocks. Out of that, he gave the best out of the 2. And then Gunatitanand Swami says that we will return this back when we are done with our journey. And that farmer says, once this bullock accepts your cart, it is no longer my bullock. It is the mandir's bullock. And I cannot take it back. Raghuvirji Maharaj saw that, heard that. And he says that under my name, that man was not willing to even listen. And listening your name, he has given all this and says, now that bullock belongs to you. So Raghurji Maharaj says that how many like this you have in Junagadh area? So Gunatidanand Swami says, these are all giving up their heads on me. આ બધા માથું આપે એવા છે. અને there is a big valve, pond, open, ended pond, He says that if I cut off the heads of all those who are willing to give their heads to me, this whole valve will be filled up, Whole pond will be filled up, એટલા બધા છે કે. What a great influence Gunatidanand Swami had. And same thing Bhagaji Maharaj did, Shastriji Maharaj, Yogiji Maharaj, Kakaji, Papaji, Swamiji Sahib. So this Gunatit hierarchy is with that kind of dedication. Rajubhai was like that, Among all these difficulties and challenges, he lived for Kakaji, And in Powai, they are starting the Parayan, 3 days session for this book, which is called Panch Yagna. Kakaji wrote that book in 1981, and there was a preface of Gulzarilal Nanda. And we had talked about that, a couple of days ago. But those who did not connect on the phone line, I'll just narrate a little bit more, Maybe I'll say in Gujarati also, some of those who don't have access to the morning phone lines. So, કાકાજીએ આ પંચયજ્ઞ બુક 1981માં સ્વામિનારાયણ ભગવાનના દ્વિશતાબ્દીના પ્રાગટ્ય દિને લખી હતી. ગીતાની અંદર 10મો અધ્યાય છે, વિભૂતિ યોગ. એ વિભૂતિ યોગની અંદર કૃષ્ણ ભગવાન અર્જુનને કહે છે કે જ્યાં જ્યાં કાંઈ બી ઐશ્વર્યવાળી વસ્તુ જણાય એમાં હું જ છું. ધનુર્ધારીમાં રામ હું છું, વેદવ્યાસ હું છું, નારદજી હું છું, પવન હું છું, હું સૂર્ય છું, હું ચંદ્ર છું, ઔષધિનું પોષણ કરવાવાળો ચંદ્ર પણ હું છું. આવા બધા ભગવાને દરેક પોતાના વિશેષણો એમાં બતાવ્યા છે. એમાં જપ યજ્ઞ છે. જપ યજ્ઞ પણ યજ્ઞોની અંદર મોટામાં મોટો કહેવાય. એ પણ હું છું. યજ્ઞના નામ જપ યજ્ઞોસ્મી એવું ગીતાની અંદર પણ ભગવાને લખ્યું છે. એટલે જેટલા બધા યજ્ઞો કરીએ છીએ એ બધાનું હાઈએસ્ટ લેવલ ઇઝ જપ યજ્ઞ. અને યજ્ઞ એટલે આપણી કોઈ વાલી વસ્તુ છે એની આહુતિ આપીએ છીએ, એને યજ્ઞ કહેવાય, સેક્રિફાઈસ. તો એ જપ યજ્ઞ ગીતાની અંદર હાઈએસ્ટ લેવલની યજ્ઞની વાત બતાવે છે. કાકાજીએ રિસર્ચ કરીને યજ્ઞની અંદર જપ યજ્ઞથી પણ બીજા 4 યજ્ઞો મોટા છે એનું આ પુસ્તક લખ્યું છે. પહેલો ગીતાની અંદરનો જે જપ યજ્ઞ છે એની શરૂઆત કાકાજીએ કરી છે. અને જપ યજ્ઞથી શરૂ કરી અને પછી બીજા 4 યજ્ઞ બતાવ્યા છે. જપ યજ્ઞ પછીનો યજ્ઞ છે સ્મૃતિ યજ્ઞ. સ્મૃતિ એટલે મહિમાનો વિચાર. When we memorize something, it is one thing. But when we think of something with the memory, then it is called smriti. And today we had Smriti Ben talking. And she had a very nice selection of vato, I was thinking, that at this age, when she separates herself from a body consciousness to the soul consciousness and says, everything is made up of bones and dust. Can you imagine when she grows up, where would she be, The whole world is crazy after the worldly things. And she says, all those things are made up of dust. So just like that Gautam Buddha, whenever he sees a beautiful woman, he says that, Bhavesh bole, you will become old. You will have disease and you will die. ગમે તેટલી સુંદર છોકરીઓ એને પરણાવવા માટે એના બાપે ગોઠવ્યું, જેને જોવે એને કે તું ગરડી થઈશ, તને રોગ થશે, તું મરી જઈશ. એને આ જ દેખાતું હતું. He was just saying that, અમારી સ્મૃતિ એ જોતી જશે કે આ બધું ધૂળ છે ભાઈ, ધૂળ છે, ધૂળ છે. આપણે આત્મા જ છીએ. સ્વામીની એક એક વાત એટલી પાવરફુલ છે ને એ જો જીવમાં બેસી જાય તો આપણું પરમ કલ્યાણ થઈ જાય. એવી જ આ કાકાજીએ પણ પંચયજ્ઞ લખ્યું છે. ઇટ ઇઝ ઇન હિન્દી, ઇંગ્લિશ એન્ડ ગુજરાતી. જેને બી વાંચવી હોય અને ઓનલાઈન બી છે. વી કેન સેન્ડ યુ એ લિંક ઇન ઇંગ્લિશ ઓનલાઈન. અને કોઈને બુક જોઈતી હોય તો બી આપણી પાસે છે, પણ વાંચજો. એ નિમિત્ત થયું છે મારા રાજુભાઈ તરીકે થકી. રાજુભાઈ આ બુક બનાવવામાં મદદ કરતા હતા કાકાજીને. અને તે વખતે ગુલઝારીલાલ નંદા એક્સ પ્રાઇમ મિનિસ્ટર હતા ઇન્ડિયાના. 2 વખત પ્રાઇમ મિનિસ્ટર બનેલા. કાકાજીના ખાસ ભાઈ તરીકે, મિત્ર તરીકે હતા. એટલે આ બુકની અંદર નંદાજીનું એક પેજ, એમના કોમેન્ટનું એક પેજ ખુલ્લું રાખવામાં આવ્યું હતું. અને નંદાજી બિઝી હતા એટલે પેજ નહોતું ભરાતું, એટલે કાકાજી રાહ જોતા હતા. તો રાજુભાઈ કહે કે હવે જવા દો ને, આપણે છાપી દઈએ. કાકાજી કહે છે કે ના, નંદાજીનું છાપવું છે, અંદર રાખવું છે. તને ખબર ના પડે રાજુ, પછી તને ખબર પડશે. અને પછી અહીં અમારા ચંદ્રકાંતભાઈ આવેલા, એમને ઘરે કાકાજી આ બુક લાવેલા. એમના દીકરા 2 હતા, રચિત અને વિપુલ. એ હાઈસ્કૂલમાં ભણતા હતા. એને કાકાજીએ કહ્યું કે આ તને બુક આપીએ, તું વેકેશનમાં વાંચજે. તો કહે છે કે હાઉ વેલ્યુએબલ ઇઝ ધીસ બુક, આ બુકની કિંમત કેટલી કહે છે. તો કાકાજી કે મેં લખી છે. તો કે પણ એનું શું, તમે લખી પણ એની વેલ્યુ શું એમ. પછી કાકાજી કહે છે કે અહીંના કોઈ પ્રેસિડેન્ટ હોય, રિગન તે વખતના હતા, એનું અંદર પ્રિફેસ, એનું અંદર લખેલું હોય તો તું એને માન્ય કરતા હતો. તો હું માન્ય કરું કે છે પ્રેસિડેન્ટ રિગન, બિગ પર્સનાલિટી. તો કે આ ઇન્ડિયાના 2 times પ્રાઇમ મિનિસ્ટર ગુલઝારીલાલ નંદાની પ્રિફેસ છે. અને ધેટ પ્રિફેસ ઇઝ હિયર. I will read that. Message by Sri Gulzharilal Nanda. I know Dadu Kaka for the last 37 years and I am convinced about his divine vision and spiritual strength. He has taken full responsibility for new awakening in youths and emancipation of women sadhaks. And his technique of Panchayagna will surely benefit all aspirants as he has a comprehensive vision of supreme reality. This morning Angie was asking me, what is the meaning of supreme reality? Our Emily and Angie are translating another book of Kakaji in English, in American way English, Applied Brahmagyan. First book Kakaji wrote. So thank you, Emily, that you have done good work. And Angie and Emily, you are, doing seva of Kakaji, that you will gain a lot, you will elevate a lot by doing that. And the invitation is open. Anybody else who wants to do helping also, we can do that. There is a lot of material to do translations and cleaning up and other things. So, what is supreme reality? So Angie was asking me, what is supreme reality? Supreme reality is Gunatitanand Swami and all Gunatit Swarupa. So Nandaji says that Kakaji has taken full responsibility for new awakening in youths and emancipation of women sadhaks, and his techniques of Panchayagna will surely benefit all aspirants, as he has a comprehensive vision of supreme reality and respects all religion. Kakaji is respectful to all religion. He is doing creative work in Kurukshetra, Haryana, and I heartily wish him grand success. He was also helping Nandaji in his pharmacy work in that area. G.L. Nanda, Chairman, Manav Dharma Mission. He did not say he was ex-minister, Prime Minister, but he was. So, this book is very nice. In there, I will not spend a lot of time, but in the beginning, it is said that there are boons given by Swaminarayan Bhagavan, and those boons are very unique boons. સ્વામિનારાયણ ભગવાને આ પૃથ્વી પર આવીને આપણને સનાથ બનાવ્યા, આપણને એવા વરદાનો આપ્યા, અને એ વરદાનોની અંદરના કાકાજીએ પહેલાં કૃષ્ણ ભગવાને જે વરદાનો આપ્યા છે એની વાત કરે છે, પછી સ્વામિનારાયણ ભગવાનના વરદાનોની વાત કરે છે. Lord Swaminarayan, with his infinite grace, love gift and compassion, bestowed freely the following boons on the entire humanity, which remains as an ever continuous process in our form of Brahma Swarup saints or emancipated Jivan Muktas. It can thus be counted as the supreme contribution to humanity in the following manners. And then the first boon. First, to all his disciples and the followers, he guaranteed the basic needs of life. The basic need of life is food and shelter. Anna અને વસ્ત્ર. ભગવાને એનું વરદાન આપેલું છે. મારા હરિભક્તો અન્ન અને વસ્ત્ર કરીને દુઃખી નહીં થાય. He gave the specific moral code to the worldly people in the form of Shikshapatri. Shikshapatri is a master mini book. If we live accordingly, then we will never be in trouble. So that human beings, without any distinctions of caste, color, creed, sex, or country, may be happy by following this moral code, which advocated the basic discipline of 5 injunctions, that is Panchvartman, such as abstinence from adultery, drunkenness, and other evil habits. So this was the first blessings that Swaminarayan Bhagavan has given us. And then there are others, so you can read out of that. But remembering Raju Bhai, that he was always introspecting to his own self. He was always looking towards his own liberation. And by the grace of Kakaji, he was very talented. He would know the answers of the complex issues and problems. But he was only talking when somebody would ask him to answer, Otherwise, he would just remain quiet. And his point was to remain quiet is to just focus on Kakaji. When Kakaji is there, let him handle. And there were some, examples, that in Delhi, one time Guruji had brought a nice book written by our Bap Sanstha, on Yogiji Maharaj, And Guruji thought that he would give that to Kakaji. So Kakaji was in Delhi and Guruji gave that book. Unfortunately, that book was bound upside down by mistake, And Guruji did not notice that. And he gave that book to Kakaji. And Kakaji opened up that page, and on the top page it was written this way, and in the inside it was written the other way. So Kakaji started commenting on that, that what kind of alertness this book publishers have, They don't know even how to bind the book properly. And on that Kakaji gave a lecture to Guruji for how long? કાકાજીએ ગુરુજીને આ ચોપડી બરોબર બાંધી નથી એના ઉપર સંદેશા અને કથા વાર્તા કેટલા ટાઈમ માટે કરી હશે વિભાબેન 6 મહિના 6 મહિના તો નહીં પણ 3 દિવસ કરી દીધી 4 5 કલાક દરરોજનો For 3 days he kept commenting. So Guruji got tired, and saying that, what is the secret? What is the reason, Kakaji? Every day, he starts with this, and he talks about this. So he could not get a clear message, So then, after that 3rd day, Guruji was taking a walk with Rajubai Bhatt, And Rajubai Bhatt was listening that also for 3 days, So then Guruji says that to Rajubai, I don't understand why Kakaji is saying repeatedly same thing over and over again. That man may have forgotten, That man forgot, maybe, it was by mistake, it was done that way. So Guruji says, do you know what is the message, what is he telling? So first Rajubai says, Guruji, I think you know that, તમે જાણો છો Guruji, So he did not want to say that I know more than you, So he said, તમે તો Guruji જાણો છો, I think you know that, Guruji says, no, I really don't know, Tell me, So second time when he said, then Rajubai opened up the secret. That Guruji, Kakaji was never complaining or commenting on that man who bind that book. Guruji says he was always saying for 3 days. He was saying to us, Sadhak Bhaiyo, when we had this book, we should have looked at that and then given to Kakaji. It is our laziness. It is our shortcoming that Kakaji was commenting. But Kakaji would never comment directly. Kakaji would never comment directly to you, Guruji, but he was commenting to us. કે તમે સાધકો થઈને આટલી બી અમને કેટલા તમે મોટા જાણો છો તમે કેટલા મોટા જાણે આટલું જ કે ફટાક દઈને બુક બાંધીને આપી દીધી થોડી એની ઉપર તપાસ કરો you look at it, you make sure that it is right way, Because Guruji must have picked up that book fresh, and not even opened up, If he would have opened up, he would have seen that, right? So Kakaji was telling us on our incapacity. Then Guruji says, oh, now I can understand. And moment they talked remotely, Kakaji stopped discussion. No more discussion on that. That is how he was, Rajubhai Badeja, Sahadev Joshi. He knew also, right? Even though he was not involved. But he was praying, and preparing, that we don't make such mistake, So same way, when Kakaji wrote the last book, in America, Gyan Samadhi. In there he has one page, for the questions to answer, a blank page, There is a first page, the page in the front, and the back side is blank, saying that these are the questions, and what are your answers, And in there, Kakaji has said that man may not believe, the world may not believe, but do you believe? Do you believe in this satsang? Do you really believe in this satsang? Then it would work for you. તમે ખરેખર જો માનશો તો તમારું કામ થશે. તો આપણે રિવર્સમાં જવાનું. વી હેવ ટુ ગો ઇન રિવર્સ. કે આપણું કામ થાય છે તો માનતા આવીશું. નથી થતું તો કંઈક ગરબડ છે. દેર ઇઝ એ વીક લિંક, દેર ઇઝ એ લૂઝ વાયર. આપણું કામ નથી થતું તો કેમ નથી થતું એને બદલે આ પ્રમાણે જીવવાનું કંઈક વધારે શરૂ કરીએ તો કામ થશે જ. Kakaji has guaranteed, that you will never commit a mistake. You will lead such a life, you will never make a mistake. This is beyond common human being, Shakespeare, the best well-known author, right, Tulsi Ramji? He says to err is human. Manas matra, bholne patra. Kakaji has crossed that out. If we lead this life, we will never make a mistake. આપણી કોઈ ભૂલ જ નહીં થાય. કેટલું મોટું વરદાન છે, કેટલી મોટી વાત છે. આપણા સમજમાં જ નહીં આવે, કારણ કે આપણે હજુ જીવવાનું પકડ્યું નથી. અને જ્યારે પકડીશું ત્યારે ઓહો હો થયા કરશે એનું. આજે મારા વંદનભાઈનો એક ઈમેલ આવ્યો મારી પર. I was focusing that towards Kakaji, Kakaji is such a divine mother. I sent an email today, to a lot of people about a video, small video about a mother, a small child is adding up all these daily expenses or daily, income from his mother that, okay, I did the laundry, $1. I did your dishes, 50 cents, and made a list, some $21.75 or something like that. And then mother on the back of the paper writes very nice things, I carried you in my stomach for 9 months, no charge. I have sent to many, but if you don't have it, somebody can send, Email is very easy to move, electrons. So, the point is that we have such a divine Gunatit saints, and we don't want to even miss a minute or a second to be away from them, to waste our time, because this is a very valuable opportunity. And for Gunatit saints, they say that our job is done. We are here only to be with you and to make you happier, મોટા પુરુષોને કંઈ કરવાનું છે નહીં. એ તો કે અમે તો તમને લાડ લડાવ્યા કરીએ છીએ. અમને જ્યારે મહારાજ બોલાવે ત્યારે હરિઓમ ગુણાતીતાનંદ સ્વામી એવું કહે છે. એટલે આપણને આજે લાભ મળ્યો છે, મોકો મળ્યો છે ને ચૂકવો નહીં, બદલી ભરી લેવી. સો સરસ આજે અમારા બીજા કોણ વંદનભાઈ વાત કરવાના છે, રાઈટ? હાજી, વંદનભાઈને બી પિન્ટુભાઈની જેમ ઘણું બધી મેમરીઝ છે, તો સરસ લાભ આપજો. અમે અમારા થોડા ફ્યુચર જનરેશનની પાસે જઈ આવીએ. સજાનંદ સ્વામી મહારાજની જય.